Good morning, my delightful things. Welcome back to the channel. As some of you know, I'm Kasara, and this is the Cavern of Secrets, where I review movies I've seen, discuss true crime, and sometimes just weird stuff. I hope everyone is doing amazing, and the week has been kind to you. I finally watched the entire season of the Resident Evil TV show. Finally finished it. Now, before I get into what I thought, I have not played the games, so just letting y'all know. My husband bought me all of them, but I hate the third-person perspective. I wish it was first. Would make the game much more terrifying, in my opinion. I also hated the save points and switching between characters. It kind of made it confusing for me. I'm sorry the games of today have ruined me. I will admit that they have ruined me with the stupid save points. I hated those back in the day. Never realized how much I hated them until now. I am one of the few people who like the Resident Evil movies. I know Alice is so over the top, but to me it's no different from other action films. If you really look at it, the lead character is always perfect. They might make a couple errors, but for the most part, they're perfect. Resident Evil is just another action flick, but with zombies and a female protagonist. That's it. It's really all that's different. I will admit, after the first two, they started going downhill for me. That doesn't mean I still don't like them. It's just they aren't as good, in my opinion. The TV show, on the other hand, brought something a little different, at least to me. You have these two teenage girls who are kind of rebels. They cause trouble, but at some point they take it too far and things start changing from there. I know some people hated the TV show because of the teen drama, but to me it was necessary to explain the zombies in the future and Jade between then and now, along with her family, and how their dynamic was during this time. And how her sister and their relationship before all hell broke loose. My favorite part, I'd have to say, was the creatures being zombified. You didn't really see it in any Resident Evil movie, and I heard from friends that have played the games talk about the scary mutated animals that you have to either defeat or, I think, survive from, so avoid their attacks and things. I also liked how there were different types of zombies, which I believe is also something from the games. Again, you didn't really see these in the movies. And I honestly loved the creatures because they were creepy as hell, some of them. So you probably already know what my opinion is by now. I like the show. I can't wait for the next season. I want to know what Billy has in mind, and I want to know more about why she changed. Her and Jade were my two favorite characters, so seeing them almost despise one another makes me wonder what happened. Although, if you really look at it, you kind of saw how Billy felt about her sister. She didn't seem like... She seemed jealous, I guess you could say. Kind of hated how her sister was more social than she was, and how their father treated the two of them. According to Billy, anyways. I don't know if that was true. I didn't really notice that he played favorites, but maybe she felt that way. I honestly like how this seems more like the video games and less like the movies. Not that I hate the movies, but I like that it's totally different and doesn't have to be in that storyline. I mean, there's a ton of action, but that's the video games too. I love how there's a story. Most action flicks are two-dimensional. Even horror movies are pretty two-dimensional, which I kind of hate. I prefer a great story over tons of action or jump scares. For those of you that have seen the show, what did you think? What are your favorite scenes or least favorite scenes? What did you think of the characters? What do you think will happen next season? Let me know in the comments below. And what you think this show is like compared to the video games, not the movie. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end. Later tonight, I'll be reading a section from my new book, which is available to purchase on Amazon. Next week, I'll be doing a sale, so be on the lookout for that. I'll leave the info on where to purchase it in the description below. Next week, I'll be reviewing the film I Am the Pretty Thing That Lives in the House, and another horror movie, which is going to be the collector and the collection. The collector comes first, the collection comes second, which really had me confused when I first went to watch these. I actually started watching the collection with my husband, and we started going, wait, who the hell is this guy? We had no idea what was going on, so we had to do some research, but we couldn't actually watch The Collector at the time. So I finally found it, gave it a watch. He's not really into horror, so I watch most horror movies by myself. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. So if you don't want to miss any of the upcoming content, click the bell icon to be the first notified about a video. If you want to join the other fangs, click the like and subscribe buttons to show your support and become a fang. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you again. I hope you all have a killer weekend. Take care until next time. Bye, everyone.